morning, everyone. Happy Friday. That means it's only 2 days till Sunday. Sunday school starts at 9:45. We'll have the coffee, the juice, the donuts, all there ready and waiting for you when you arrive. Church starts at 10:45, and then we'll come back together at 5:30 for a light dinner and Bible study at 6 o'clock. We would love to see you this Sunday. If you can't make it in person, we'll be here on Facebook Live and on our YouTube channel. But there's just nothing like being together in the sanctuary. So come if you can. Our devotional this morning starts with a scripture from the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 10. I have confidence in you, in the Lord. The title of today's devotional is Confident in You, in the Lord. And it reads, the German writer Johann Wolfgang von Goethe once observed, correction does much, but encouragement does more. Yes, but correction and encouragement, wisely combined, do the most. When he wrote to the Galatians, Paul devoted a bottle of ink to correcting and reproving his readers for theological carelessness. But along the way, he sought to encourage them and express his love and confidence toward them. Constant correction tears us down and demoralizes our hearts. When we're the object of nagging, harping criticism, things only get worse. We change our ways more quickly when surrounded by people who are both honest and uplifting. Notice that Paul doesn't just say, I have confidence in you. He adds an intriguing qualification. I have confidence in you, in the Lord. He means I have confidence in the Lord that he can work in you what is pleasing to him. Don't just be on people's backs all the time. Don't harp and criticize too much. Add a spoonful of sugar. Learn to say, I have confidence in you, in the Lord. Now, I think there's a great lesson to be learned there. How many of you react positively when somebody is always harping or nagging at you? When somebody's always telling you, you messed that one up again, you screwed up, you just don't seem to get it. I don't know what's wrong with you. Why can't you just follow simple directions? Why can't you be more like so-and-so? How many of you feel encouraged and excited to try again when you keep hearing those words over and over and over? I know I don't, but I do know that if someone will come to me in love and say, I think we might have missed the mark on that one just a tad, but what if you tried such and such along with that? I'm willing to give that a shot. What if somebody comes to you and says, yeah, I know that you did a great job today, but you know what? I think would make it even better. And to hear some constructive criticism, not just destructive criticism. Now, we all know some of those people that when you see them coming, you just flinch. Inwardly, you just flinch. They've got something negative to say. That they've got a problem for every solution. That they're going to just harass you about something, and you find yourself dreading seeing them coming. We all have some of those people in our lives. But my prayer is that we don't become one of them. I don't want people to wince when they see me coming. I don't want them to pucker, at the sound of my voice, or when they see me, coming towards them in the aisle of the store or whatever. I want people to be genuinely happy to see me and to spend time with me, don't you? Well, then we have to be careful that we are not overly critical, that we're not always tearing somebody down. And that doesn't even mean just the person you're talking to. It can mean somebody that you both know as well. Did you see so-and-so on Sunday? Did you see what she was wearing? In what world did she think that was attractive? I mean, we can say some of the most hurtful, cutting things, and we just, think we're just being honest and being truthful. Well, maybe you are. Maybe it wasn't a flattering appearance that day. But you know what? You have no idea what they were going through that morning to even get to church, to even make it to the door. You have no idea what crisis or what tragedy they faced first thing in the morning. And all they wanted to do was show up to church and have somebody give them a hug and tell them that they were loved and they were cared about. And it would change the whole course of the day. We don't have any clue just how deep our words can either cut somebody to shreds or build them up with love and with encouragement. Which one of those do you want to be known for? Which one of those should we all be working toward? This scripture says, I have confidence in you, in the Lord. That means I believe that no matter what kind of a mess you're in right now, whether you find yourself in the muck and the mire and you're wondering if God is ever going to be able to say, well done to you, if you're in that space, just remember that Philippians 1:6 or 6:1 says that God will complete the work that he has begun in you. It says that God will finish what he has started in you. Not he might, not if you do the right thing, not if you walk the right line, not if you never mess up again, but that he will finish that work. God's not done with any of us yet. I have seen a lot of people in my lifetime that really thought they could walk on water, but unfortunately they couldn't. We have to realize we are all in this boat together. We are all trying to do better every day, to become more Christ-like every day. And our responsibility is to lift others up and to encourage them to take the next step, to encourage them to continue to follow, to encourage them to continue to read the word, to encourage them to continue coming to church or starting to come to church if they haven't been ever or in years. And it always just breaks my heart when somebody says, well, I used to go to church, but then, I got so hurt by the church. Oh, people, that breaks my heart. You know, what that means is you need to find a different church to attend. It doesn't mean that you need to walk away from God. God is not the one who hurt your feelings. One of God's misdirected people did, misguided, misdirected. One of those people who can find a problem for every solution, not God. Don't give up on your relationship with God because of people. I saw a sweatshirt the other day that I think I've got to get. It said, I love God with all my heart, but some of his people, I just shake my head at. Are we some of those people? Sometimes we are. Absolutely. Sometimes we say something and wish we could suck it back in, but we can't. Sometimes we do something that's hurtful without ever intending to. Sometimes we let our mouth overrun our brain. Sometimes we mess up. We have to be big enough to ask for forgiveness and to move on. We have to be big enough to forgive those people who make those missteps and move on. We have to remain confident that God will finish the work that he has started in each and every one of us, no matter where we are on our journey. If you're a brand new Christian, it's like a sponge and you're just starting out and you want to know more and see more and do more and feel God's presence more, or whether you've been you're a cradle to grave Christian and it seems like you've always been in the church. We're still not in a place of completion. God is still working on each and every one of us. I need to read our quote at the bottom of the page before I run out of time. It's by Booker T. Washington. Few things help an individual more than to place responsibility on him and let him know that you trust him. Every individual responds to confidence. Tell somebody today they're doing a good job. Tell them you appreciate the work they do. Tell them they look nice. Tell them that uh, be encouraging, be uplifting, be positive. Don't be a negative Nelly or a grumpy Gus. And if you know some of those people, pray for them, please. And I'll be praying for those that I know as well. I hope you all have a wonderfully blessed day today and a great weekend. We would love to see you on Sunday. If there's anything I can do for you, please just reach out and let me know. Good morning, Robin. Wonderful to see you this morning. I'll talk to y'all again soon. Love you. Bye-bye.